Hi, I'm Furbland, and this is Jackass. So I might have made a bad financial decision. I bought some Smartbooks. A lot of Smartbooks. 7 to be exact. Most of them are broken. So what is a Smartbook, you might be wondering? Well, they're these things. Really, really low budget. I guess you could say they're laptops, but they're not really laptops. They're sort of meant to be like, I guess, what a feature phone would be to an iPhone. They're for very basic laptopping and not much else. You can watch YouTube videos on them, though, provided it is 2006 or whenever these were made. Whatever the year was before the year that they discontinued the old YouTube API, because that's what these depend on, and that no longer exists. Now, all of these do not work. This one used to work, and then I turned it off, and then I turned it back on, and it wouldn't. So, don't know what the deal is with that. This one worked, and then I flashed a ROM onto it accidentally. And now everything works except for the Wi-Fi. All these other ones have their original ROMs on them intact, and I plan to keep them that way, but they don't boot. They all have, like, some sort of corruption going on that's preventing them from booting properly. This one also still has its original ROM, but, again, will not boot. Booted once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. Now will not boot. What about this one here? What I plan to do is there's a sort of little scripting language that you can run from as part of the bootloader. Hopefully, I believe there is a way to use those scripts to basically dump the ROM off of these and then flash it back onto them. And I'm hoping that will resolve our Smartbook woes. But until then, let's take a look at the one that does work on the bench. Not on the bench, I don't have a bench. Welcome to the non-bench, aka my carpet. I've had to cobble together this power adapter. But it works. It's got the same voltages, same ratings. All of these have very bloated batteries, but they do still hold a charge, so I think they're just sort of like that trademark, and I can't find replacements. They do still make things with this shell and processor and such, I believe, but they run newer Android now instead of Windows C, and where's the fun in that? I'm gonna plug this in real quick, hold on. Noise back there. My TV turned off. Had it on. How do we plug this in then? I can't see shit. There's a bunch of stuff in the way of this outlet. Just sort of trying to feel it out. Okay, there we go. Got it. Hopefully nothing catches fire. I like how if you recline the hinge back far enough, it just sort of gives up. So we're gonna be using it in hinge has given up mode. I've had to flash this with another ROM because I cooked it. So this is a later ROM than what this would have come with originally, but until I can get the original ROM off of one of these other ones and then put it on this one, we have this. The sound drivers do not work. Nor do the wireless drivers. Yeah, wireless information. Yep, it's not finding anything. And the sound despite being entirely turned up, does not appear to work. On account of the fact that this one has the wrong drivers. So, my computer. What's going on in here? We got WinCE Blue GW. That's my favorite. I presume that has, as you probably noticed here, they've skinned this to look a bit more like XP. I think this is just desktop.ini. I don't know why it's visible. Recycle bin. Not much going on in there. Games we'll come back to, Office we'll come back to. Calculator. It's very big. We're going to divide by 0. Divided by 0. What will that do? 1.#SNAN. Okay, cool. Desktop gadgets is this, which we'll again come back to. Internet Explorer. It's Internet Explorer. We can't do much because no internet, but suppose we could use it as a file browser, couldn't we? Yeah. Sort of like XP, in which they're interchangeable. Mailbox. You're not on the internet. It's a mail client. It's not. I'm curious as to what this is. Is there an about? There is an about. What is this? Npop. Okay, this is just some random stolen program. Sometimes it has a different icon. Media player. This is a very crusty looking JPEG, so I'm not sure if this is actual Windows Media Player or not. Options. Those are some very bleak options. It has a minimize, which not many of these apps have. Messenger is, yeah, it's just Windows CE Messenger, which, I mean, that's not a button I've seen either too. It's not a button I've seen either too. That's a sentence. I believe this is actually just, help topics. What does help look like in this? Fair enough. I've seen this as well. This is just like an HTML file. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. If we go into Windows here. There we go. Look at we'll look at these later. These are also interesting. But then it's jeez, what is it called? It's just like MSN MSGS.htm or something. It's an awful simple. Yeah, here it is. MSGS. There it is. Yeah, it's just an HTML file. That's funny. Anyways, not much else we can do with this, given A, we're not connected to the internet, and B, Windows Messenger services are long gone, though I suppose we could hook it up to Escargot if we really wanted to. Although you've closed the program window, the program will continue to run in the taskbar near the clock, so you can receive alerts and instant messages when you are signed in. Okay. Let's get rid of that, because this thing doesn't have enough RAM as is. The OS image is loaded from the NAND onto the RAM. And then it has some other way of, like, storing data and files that have been moved around and such. I don't know. It's weird. WordPad. It's WordPad. Hello. WordPad. I don't know. We don't have a caret half of the time. We got some good fonts. We got Taham and Simson obligatory, has to be in there. And this was an MSP for retyping, which is not a font that exists. No. My documents. I don't have many documents. I have shortcut to Office templates. Those are some Office templates. I have SoftMaker settings. Temp config. Oh yeah, because this is Windows C, you can tap and hold and it right clicks. Photo viewer. Oh my god. But yeah, you can view some photos. Here is everything in the Windows directory, including the shutdown image. These are all desktop backgrounds. We'll look at these in a sec because they are. Actually, tell you what, let's look at them now because otherwise I'd have to apply all of them. So we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. 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 Which I'm pretty sure there's going to be some, like, a demon that pops out at you if you have this on your desktop for too long. This. 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 And I believe there are 10. So, no, okay, there are 9. This is a random background for something. Actually, I think I know what it's for. Am I correct? We shall see. Figure out how to get to the about in this. How do we get to about? Control H. I don't know what that did. It took me to cannot find server as the URL. Okay, but I think it's the about window from Internet Explorer. Methinks. Right, where were we? Right, so we got player. So YouTube, which does not work. 1, because we have no internet, and 2, because we have no GData API anymore. That is long gone. So if we did have internet, it would not work. I suppose we could hook it up to YT 2009 if we really wanted to. And file open, which we can look at images. Oh, there is a 10. Oh, this is 10. It was right after 1. But of course, right. Recorder. You can record audios. Sure. Hello? Does this thing work? We'll never be able to know if that worked or not because we have no audio on this. My guess is if the speaker doesn't work, why would the microphone... Actually, this device doesn't have a mic... The thing for the microphone is empty. We'd have to put an external one. But yeah, there's a on the board here, there's a connection for a microphone. There's no microphone actually mounted to it. Skype. I highly doubt this is an official Skype client. Oh, might be. I don't know. Dialogue. Yeah, I don't think this is an official Skype client. This is a very, very old version of Skype, so I doubt it would be able to connect anymore. And Skype is about to be dead anyways. WinRAR. It's that program nobody buys. But it's for Windows CE, and this is at the bottom for some reason. I don't know. About RAR. Pocket RAR. Is this not WinRAR? Or is this by the same person as WinRAR? Settings. Fair enough. The network was apparently created in 1998. Oh, we're at where we've got... No. And then YouTube, which just takes us to the YouTube section of that media player. Yeah, this is if we could get this hooked up to a YT 2009 instance, if we could find a working one, then yeah, this would totally function, but alas, we do not have internet, nor do we have many working YT 2009 instances anymore. Oh, we skipped over Wi-Fi power, but it's this. Riveting. So now on to this. This is what's called Wonder Media Prism. Wonder Media being the company that makes the chipsets for these things. And it's sort of like a little Windows sidebar dealio. If you right-click it, it comes up with these. And you can check and uncheck various options, which just leave big empty spaces in your sidebar. I guess if you do this, and then you do this. Nope. Big empty space. Sure. Well, maybe if you uncheck one and then you hit save. Maybe that does it. Nope. Big empty space. Turn that back on then. I wonder if that save button actually does anything. Does closing the window function the same as hitting the save button? Yes. The save button does nothing. It just closes the window. Wonderful clock, by the way. These hands are... Looks like it's not finished yet. This would probably talk to some weather server to get the weather. I don't think you can... Oh, I right-clicked it and it did things. I am not in any of these places. Okay, so we got a bunch of major cities, but none of the, like, that's Washington, D.C. I really don't think they thought this through with this weather widget. You have to be in, like, one of the major cities. Fucking now, no, Fujo. Alright, get rid of that. So now it is time for the fun part. Excel. Riveting. Wow. Whoa. It's tiny Excel. It's tiny pocket Excel. It's not actually Excel. It's Book CE, I believe it said it was. They just call it Excel in the shortcut. Because it's Spread CE. Because I suppose that's more familiar to people that might be using it. What else? Foxit Reader, that does PDFs, right? Open. Yes, it does do PDFs. I like this open dialog. It's neat. Do I have any PDFs in my document? No, I don't. It was in there already. I don't think we have any PDFs on this, and I don't want to bother with getting them on here. WordPad we saw already. Plan Maker. Plan Maker. Plan Maker? Hello? Hello? Oh, we're doing... Oh, no. Oh, I started like 7 bajillion, didn't I? Registered for Twifix. We'll do that, because that is... I've now noticed causing problems. Apologies if you could not see things previously. But it's a second Excel program. Complete with X button that is not there. How bad was that? Do I have to redo this entire video? Okay, it wasn't awful. It was only bad on, like, white on white, which was a lot of this software, but whatever. It's fine. Back to Office. I can barely see now, because it's like this. Right? That's weird. It's diagonal. Can't see things. Right, presentations. This will be interesting. Once it boots up. Here we go. It is a fully featured, or I presume it's somewhat fully featured, presentation thing in Windows CE. I'm just going to leave that. Yeah, Windows CD, whatever. Now I have to get to here. I can export as a PDF. No. I suppose I could export that as a PDF and then open it in Foxit Reader. No, that would make the video about 7 billion more minutes. And Text Maker, which I presume is very similar to WordPad. We have to wait for... Oh, here you go. Wow. It's laggy. I don't know how they've managed to make a text editor laggy, but it's laggy. No. No, I do not know. Now for the funner, the more funner part. Gummies. Let's see what games we have. Free cell. Yeah, I'm excited too. Options. Double tap moves card to free cell. Oh, that's why it's called that. Maybe. New game. Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have clicked the button. Q. Oh no, it goes there. How do I play this? Sure. Am I winning? I guess not. Is it like solitaire? Do you have to put them on top of each other? Either no, or I'm stupid and that doesn't go on top of that one. Or both. I don't... Oh, I can't put it there. I don't... What does this guy do? Am I winning? Am I doing it? Am I playing free cell? Help. Help. Help me. Help me. Oh, it gives you a hint. Yeah, okay, 10. Where do I put it? Do I put it anywhere? Do I put the 10 here? What do I do with the 10? This is not helping. Oh, did a card just show up there? Can I put this here? No. I'm sure there's some free cell professional watching this video and just like sobbing. Alright, that's enough of free cell. Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have clicked the button. Solitaire. It's solitaire. Help. Wow. Good on you. For having... You can look at Messenger or WordPad. Nowhere is there help on solitaire. So if we want to know how to use WordPad... We want to know how to select text in WordPad while we're playing solitaire. Maybe this is like something where like your boss shows up and you're playing solitaire and you're like, oh crap, I gotta pretend I'm learning how to use Windows Messenger. Maybe that's what the deal is. Anyways, I think I know how to play solitaire. This one here. Oh, you have to drag them. Right. So to drag them, you must do this. Provided you have one hand. That's given my finger a cramp. If you have two hands, which you should not have to play solitaire on a computer with two hands, but if you do, you can use one to hold the button down and the other to operate the trackpad. I managed to get an ace in the spot. I'm going to do two-handed because that's slightly less painful. 10. Oh. Are they low to high or high to low? Or help. 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 Ah. Help. Help. How do I play this game? Deal. Options. Oh, I can change the card back at least. Keep cumulative score. Oh, I don't have a score, do I? Help. Help. How do I play the game? Help. Okay. That's enough of that. We're done with that. No more solitaire, please. Yes, I am positive. Pow Pow Lung. Alright, my something is 168, and my other something, this is the exit button, I presume. This is the something button. Is that a button? I don't know. I don't speak nearly enough Chinese. Yes? Jawbreaker by Oop Dreams. They've translated it into Chinese for some reason. I suppose it's a Chinese. No. Pretty sure that was asking me if I wanted to reset the high scores. 2. Yes, that is a number. 12. Did that say 12? I don't know. I can't see anything. It's hard to see things when the screen is tilted this way, but it's easy for you folks to see things, so I'm willing to make that sacrifice. It's this game. Everyone's played this game. Except for me, clearly. I do not know what the ideal strategy for this game is. It's sort of different, though. They don't go towards the left. They just go down. Handy undo button. There's no handy redo button. Can I do Control Y? No. I don't know why I thought that would work. And that is the Smartbook. Thank you for watching my cool YouTube video. I will do more in-depth reviews of each of the different ROMs once I get each of the different ROMs going. Until next time, this has been Rudget's Super Thesaurus.